guys, I'm Sadie. Is this thing on? Hello? Hello? Oh, there we go. Okay. Hi, I'm 20 years old from South Africa and I have a passion for horses. Okay, you're probably wondering why I'm starting a video like this. So, I realized I never formally introduced myself on this channel. With 3,000 of you guys, you would have thought I did, but from now on, I'll be focusing more on telling you my story. And for that, we need to start from the beginning. I can't remember a time where I didn't ride horses. My mom had me riding ponies before I could walk. No matter what horse I rode, we were always flying. My first pony I remember so good. Her name was Bubbles. A naughty, small 𝐂𝐫𝐞𝐞 pony with a love for throwing me off. She taught me so much about how to be really in tune on how a horse is feeling, so that you know exactly when to hold on tighter. Bubbles played such a big role in who I am today, and for that I'm forever thankful. I grew up in my teen years riding and showing multiple horses. My parents couldn't afford a horse of my own anymore, so I was a working rider for anyone that wanted it. Juggling riding between school was sure a hectic task, as some owners didn't fully understand that I needed to get good grades as well. It was a lot of pressure, but my love for horses allowed me to keep pushing. Soon enough, I started winning competitions against adults. Competitions I was definitely not supposed to be winning at that age. People saw potential in me and I started getting sponsorships. Soon enough, I got asked to ride the warm bloods from South Africa's biggest stud farm. Man, those horses were gorgeous. These big machines just had a ton of power in them. It was a lot of horse to keep together. It sometimes felt that I didn't have enough limbs, but I managed it. I'd say not as well as I can manage smaller breeds, but I mean, warm bloods are the pinnacle of the equestrian sport. They are the Ferraris. If you're not riding them, you won't win, right? I then got approached by Freedom Falls, an Arabian stud farm. I know, an Arabian for show jumping. Don't worry, my exact thought as well. But I learned not to be breed picky because these horses were smart and fast. Their smaller body build meant that they could easily get themselves over jumps while cutting tighter corners. They had an attitude of never giving up, never refusing. Well, I'm actually talking just about one specific horse, Magic. When I saw Magic for the first time, I knew he was something different. We clicked. This small little powerhouse of a stallion knew his job and he knew it well. We soon won all the local competitions. I knew this horse needed to be shown to the world. See, the issue with South Africa is AHS, African horse sickness. African horse sickness prevents us from easily shipping our horses abroad, which means that we can't compete in Europe or anywhere else. The quarantine period is so extensively long that your horse is basically a couch potato when you are allowed to ride him again. It isn't possible to win big competitions and you would need to stable your mount abroad. Obviously, you then need to be with him to continue training. This is such a big step, moving away from my family and everything I'd ever known. But I knew this had to be done if I ever wanted to win more than just local shows. So the decision came that I'm moving from South Africa. The intensive research began as to where. It needed to be something I can afford, that can easily access all the European shows as well as have great facilities. Now, I'm not that advanced in technology, but I kind of figured out this YouTube thing. So I've been following this YouTuber for so long. She has reached the top of her sport overseas and co-owns an equestrian facility with an amazing trainer. It was then that I decided me and Magic will be moving to the Dawnside equestrian facility. I know, it's crazy. The facility is located all the way in 𝐬𝐭𝐚𝐿, a small little island that is known for their love of horses. I know, a whole island full of horses. Tell me I'm crazy. It was perfect, and the long haul to get me there and Magic began. Magic first needed to be shipped to Mauritius. The laws are so crazy because he's allowed to have a shorter quarantine period there, and then he can be directly shipped to the UK and from there on to 𝐬𝐭𝐚𝐿. So that's exactly what we did. After 21 days of quarantine in South Africa, he gets sent to Mauritius where he needs to stay for 90 days. 90 days where my boy won't see me. But I know this is for the best for both of us. The plan was that the DEF picks him up at the airport and I'll be there short after. The next step in the plan was getting a place to stay. I thought I would live in the village next to the facility for now, as I didn't know much from the place and I wanted to be as close to magic as possible. So my online house shopping began, and I was able to rent this small one-room cottage from some sort of captain. It seems the whole town is like a little fishing village, so like almost everyone is sailors. It's kind of wacky. I landed in 𝐬𝐭𝐚𝐫 safely and I couldn't wait to see my boy. A taxi drove me from the airport to the facility. I was amazed at how beautiful this place was. Me and Magic have so many things to explore. We arrived at the facility and there he was, out in the paddock. I knew this was home. I knew that here, we could achieve all our dreams.